AfterBuzz TV, starting place to the likes of WWE female superstars Cathy, Kelley, Sonya, Deville, and Zelina Vega proudly presents Women's Wrestling Weekly, the world's first podcast and YouTube series dedicated exclusively to women's wrestling, featuring all the latest news as well as interviews with top superstars in the industry. And now, AfterBuzz TV's own gorgeous lady of wrestling, TK Trinidad.
Well, yeah, as you can see, this is not TK Trinidad. This is your boy Coco, seeing America's chocolate sweetheart, Evan T. Mack. You know TK, she's moving and shaking, man. She's doing black girl superhero stuff. What you want me to say? But I'm here right now holding it down, and we have an amazing guest. We have the lovely, spectacular Amber Nova. My dear, how are you?
I am great, and thank you for that introduction.
No problem. So let's just get into it. Let's get all up in your business. Find out who you are.
Let's dive in.
So okay, I just want to talk to you about anything. How do you feel like right now about the women's wrestling movement is kind of is running rampant. It's bigger than it's ever been. So I just wanted to know what are your thoughts on just the status and the place of women in the industry right now.
I love it. I am just so proud and so grateful to be coming up in the time that I am in women's wrestling compared to, just like 5-6 years ago, how different it was compared to now. I'm so thankful for my time and my opportunity.
Absolutely. So I think back all the time when it comes to wrestling and what you guys do and what you guys put your body through so I just always want to know, so how are you feeling right now, especially with all the things you do in wrestling? How are you feeling physically?
Physically, I feel like I really am in the best shape I've ever been in my life. I know that I am a small female. I'm probably one of the smallest. You can compare me to AJ Lee. But even though I'm small, I'm strong. And you don't have to be big. And I like to be one of those small girls. It's hey, I'm quick, I'm fast, and I use my small size to my advantage. But being small, I do get pretty sore. And I'm not going to lie, physically, it is brutal physically. I mean,
yeah.
Look what just happened to Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
She has, her face broken. So you definitely, I've had injuries as well. Knock on wood, nothing too serious. I haven't had any major surgeries. I've been pretty healthy, pretty safe. But physically, I mean, it will put you to the test. But I think women are probably stronger than men. So
I can't disagree with you. So y'all do the whole childbirth thing, man. There's nothing that's the ultimate trump card. There's nothing a man can say, because y'all can just say we do childbirth, man, and a guy can just doesn't have anything to say after that. You know what I mean? That's
I don't know if we're just mentally I don't know, we can definitely endure pain, so that's great.
So what's the worst injury you've ever received though? What's the worst thing that ever happened to you in the ring or just otherwise?
Like I said, I've never had any major injuries or surgeries, knock on wood.
That's good.
I've gotten really bad soreness to where I can't even turn my neck. It's so stiff, or
Wow.
muscle pains in my back, I strain and pull muscles in my back, or really bad tightness. But that's why I do hot yoga pretty often, and I love it. Orlando Power Yoga is the best.
Shout out to Orlando Power Yoga. But
there you go. Shout out. You guys give me my Sunday sweat sesh. I don't just go on Sundays, but literally it's way better than going to normal yoga. The heat, it loosens your muscles. It does get really hot. You sweat puddles. You sweat out all the bad toxins in your body.
Man.
If you're sick, which I recently just was, so I did that. And it's just fantastic. And it really puts you to the limit. Because whenever you're working outside in the heat or just working out in the gym,
Yeah.
you're sweating, you get lightheaded. Hot yoga really puts you to the test, and I feel like it makes me honestly a stronger competitor when I'm in the ring, when I do get,
wow.
Blown or heated. So it helps for sure.
Hey, man, shout out to hot yoga, putting hot yoga over. But so okay.
And people are always asking me, what do I do for my workout?
Yeah.
It's I go to the gym and I do weightlifting. I do what other people do, but I don't know if many people do that, and that is something I know some people do CrossFit, or that people always ask me, what do you do? And I'm
Right.
That's literally what I do, and it keeps me toned.
Awesome. So when you were watching wrestling back in the day with your dad, who was your favorite wrestler when you were watching with your father?
Oh man, Goldberg, Sting.
Wow, you WCW?
Booker T, those guys they were my dudes.
Oh, so you watch more WCW, you would say?
I actually did. Yeah, I think I did when I was younger.
Did you like do the flip back and forth for like Raw and like WCW like I did? Like when you just flip back and forth to see what was going on at the same time, or you just like die hard
Oh
WCW?
yeah. Yeah. It's definitely back and forth. And then geez, all the ladies like Luna Vachon, she really inspired me. Medusa, Victoria, like a ton of ladies. They've had a big influence on just my ring style, my wrestling gear look, a lot of it. So
pretty awesome. So I know you're a Nova girl. It's like in your name, like that's your car of choice. I think that's your baby. I think
that's right.
It was like a 70. It was like a 70. Was it 73 or 76? What was it? 73? What was it?
73 Chevy Nova. It's actually the first car I've ever had, and it's the second 73 Chevy Nova I've owned. I had one. It was a 4-door with a 6-cylinder engine, and then I upgraded to a 2-door 350, a 355 engine, and daddy's girl,
gearhead, sure.
And driving around back home, which is Hilton Head, Beaufort, South Carolina. People would always be like, "Oh, you're Nova. You're the Nova girl," And so Nova literally has always been like my name. So I'm like, "Yeah, I'm your girl. I'm your Nova."
So okay, so now this might be a very difficult question. So if you had to build a car from scratch that was not a Chevy Nova, what would that be? Yeah, I know that was tough. That's a hard hitting question right there.
So I really dig a '67 Chevy Impala.
I love that car.
The same car from the show Supernatural.
Wow, the Supernatural reference.
Oh yeah, I love Supernatural. I've been watching for years, and I actually named my car after Dean, Dean Winchester. So, whatever non-fictional characters and stuff, or fictional characters, but.
Okay, hold on. Explain something to me, because listen, I haven't seen Supernatural. Why in the hell is Supernatural going on for so long? What in the world is happening in that show? It's been going on for like 27 years. Like, why?
27 years. That's been going on like 14 seasons.
Explain yourself.
14 seasons, a little over 10 years. Okay, so the show, it's got demons and angels, and honestly, it's two really hot, badass brothers that fight evil with demons and angels and the whole world. And they drive around in this awesome, badass '67 Chevy Impala. And honestly, I got hooked on the show because I saw a picture of the car.
Right.
In the preview, I saw a picture of the car with, two hot guys in front of it. And I was like, yeah, let me check this out. And then I got so hooked.
So I guess it's safe to say that women drive this show to last for like 35 years. Is that correct?
What's that?
I said, do women drive this show to last for about the 40th year that it's been on TV?
Yeah, I think it's probably more of a ladies' show than a guy's show. I mean, I don't know. I think men like it.
Yeah,
too.
I do too. So okay, so getting back to wrestling. Okay, what's like to date? What is your most memorable match that you've been in? What do you feel like that really has stuck with you the most?
Oh wow, I've gotten to wrestle so many amazing women, and I've gotten to say that I've gotten complimented by Impact Wrestling. They put me over nicely and said how I held my own in the ring and I was a good competitor for these ladies, so they kept bringing me back, and I hope to be back again at Impact. And I loved, I'm not going to lie, I was sore as hell the next day, but I loved working Taya Valkyrie, which I've seen that she was on the show with you guys not so long ago. I've worked so many great women in this business that Malaya Hosaka, she's more old school.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, I've wrestled in New York, California, Arizona, mostly the Florida scene. So I'm still getting out of state more so.
Right.
Promotions listening. I'm trying to get out there more and more out of state. So yeah, just so many great times that I've been in the ring with really good women. So recently, Eva Lise, she's been coming down to the Team Vision Dojo.
Wow.
And I've been training with Eva Lise a lot. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
But I have never had a one-on-one match with her. So maybe.
That'd be awesome. So getting back to travel, what's the most brutal part, and also where would you like to go? If it was international, what country do you think you would love the most?
I have never been out of the country.
Wow.
And I would love to go. Well, I'm Italian and Irish, so obviously anywhere in Europe, I think I would be really fond of, or even South America, I love Africa, any type of culture from Africa. I know Japan is huge,
Yes.
in wrestling, and to go over to Stardom or to be in Japan, that would be an incredible opportunity to hang in the ring with those ladies. So yeah, I want to make my way. Honestly, anywhere I can, I'd be happy to do it.
That'd be pretty awesome, actually. So what would you?
One day.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna happen. What would you? Okay, so do you think there's an age where you shouldn't wrestle? Or are you ever too old to start wrestling?
Ever too old to start wrestling?
Yeah.
No, I do believe that you are obviously at an age too young to start wrestling, but I would not say too old. It's because by then you're an adult, you can make your own decisions. You know whether your body is capable to do and handle these things or not, and hopefully you're in really good shape, and you
Yeah.
can get in the ring when you're 50s or 40s. Depends just how fit you are.
Absolutely. So you have your character that it's connected to your love for cars and the love that your father gave you for cars. So what do you say to like an up and coming wrestler that's having a hard time trying to find that character, to find that shtick that they want to use to put them over the top? What advice could you give a person that's looking for their character?
I would say, honestly, it's like inspirational quotes from like Oprah, Martin Luther King Jr. that I've taken that really opened up my eyes was, well, who am I? What's my real identity? My real identity as a person, not just like a character that you see on TV or when I'm in the ring, but my real identity as a person. I'm driving down the road to go to the grocery store, and there's Nova. Oh, there's the Nova girl.
Yeah.
So like, who are you as a real person? Your identity. If you were in a fight, if you're in a fight in the ring, and look, this is friendly competition sometimes, but regardless, it's always competition. And how are you going to outshine that person so that you keep your job?
Wow.
Or, you want to be the best, right? You don't get in the ring to want to lose. And just what's your identity as a person?
Wow.
As a real character in life, and then how would you incorporate that style in the ring? So that's my advice to any up and coming new wrestlers
That's
out there.
awesome. So okay, if you had it your way, you had like a genie and you could grant you any wish, what like promotion would you be like your mainstay? Where would you work? Where would you love to be as far as one of the major promotions?
Man, I want to say I've actually been thankful enough that I just recently wrestled for WWE NXT at Full Sail in July, and that's on their network. That was on in August. I wrestled Nikki Cross.
Oh.
So I've gotten to work for WWE, I've gotten to work for Impact, and I'm continuing, and I hope to be back more, and I should be. And I guess like Stardom, Japan, unfortunately, I live alone. I'm an independent woman. I got bills to pay, and I can't afford to go to Japan and leave my home unattended and like paying bills. And, it's just a struggle of being a, starving artist. And
Yes.
I would be thankful for, any promotion I'm thankful for. But yeah, those Japan and a few companies like that are on my list. So
That's awesome. Like you're still making your own way, and you're working independently, like in more ways than one, so to speak.
yeah, I do what I can to get by just like everybody else. So.
Wow. So how was it wrestling with my girl Zeta Zhang, one of my favorites? How was that?
She's a tough competitor.
She looks like it.
We've been training together at the Team Vision Dojo. We've had a few matches together, and I enjoy working her. She's impressed me. Like, we'll get in the ring, we do something, and she goes to suplex me, and she's got me up in the air for a vertical suplex, and she's walking around, yelling in Chinese. I have no idea what she's saying. I don't speak Chinese, but she's yelling in Chinese, and I'm like, damn, this is impressive. And I'm like, but this is gonna hurt.
So. So what does Miss Amber Nova do besides like hot yoga and stuff like that? What do you do like when you're not wrestling, when you have like a moment to yourself and you're not working on cars? Like, what do you do for, like in your downtime?
Jeez, downtime.
Yeah, if you ever have it.
It's funny because I'm like, man, lately I don't feel like I've had much downtime. I used to play pool, and that's just fun. Like, I used to be pretty good, and then I haven't done it in a long time. Just like little things like that I would enjoy, but I've been so busy with work and always trying to just, getting new wrestling gear, new this, or just training and pushing forward and trying to stay in contact with all your friends and family. I love riding jet skis. I love paddle boarding. I haven't been paddle boarding in so long. I did ride jet skis recently. I went home this summer and rode jet skis on Hilton Head Island, and that was fun. So I love water sports. I like physical activities that most people might think is like exhausting, because it is, but it's fun. So I guess that is something I would do in my downtime. Be like, hey, let's go ride jet skis. Let's go paddle boarding. Let's kayak. I just love to be outdoors, I guess. That's a lot of things I do. Yeah. Oh, Mario Party. I'm a sucker for Mario Party.
That game is awesome.
Nintendo 64, you'll have me hooked all night.
That game is really awesome, though, to play with people, especially. Oh my goodness. I was like,
I've been playing it for since I was a kid. Super Nintendo, just anything like.
Oh man.
So just sitting around playing some video games with some friends, that's a lot of fun. Just takes your mind completely away from work, and it's a nice escape.
So I'm gonna get you out of here, but one more question. So so like alive or dead or anybody, woman, man, I don't care who would be your dream match? Who would you like to face?
Oh man.
Anybody.
My dream match.
Yeah.
Man.
I know.
China, she would throw me around like crazy. I don't think I've ever said. I've said other women before, but I think I can change up my answer because I don't have just one answer. So I don't think I have to always stick to the same answer. Like I have more than one, but man, just think about China and just how she, how strong she would look, just in size comparable. Just to me, like I think that would be like an amazing match to see.
Absolutely.
Maybe squash. It'd be a quick squash match.
Yeah, but give me
I don't know if I don't know how long I'd hang with her.
Give me like
super impressive. Oh, you know what?
What?
Stephanie McMahon. I love her. I've had the pleasure to meet her and work with her, and I love her. And she is bad to the bone, so that would be awesome too.
How would you cut a promo against Stephanie? What would you do?
Anything that I can do to keep my job. I make sure I don't push it. I push it up just a little, but not too far to keep your job.
Well, okay, so what would the stipulation be? What would be like the stipulation in the match goes? Like, what we do, like no hold bar, like tables, ladders, and chairs?
Wrench for a sledgehammer. That's right. I'm calling you out.
That's like the gauntlet's been thrown. So you've been challenged.
Oh yeah, I think that would be cool. Triple H's sledgehammer versus Nova's wrench. Let's do it.
I appreciate you taking the time to chit chat with your boy.
I hope to do it again soon. I'm sorry I didn't have much time, but I really enjoyed it. You made me laugh.
Thank you. I want you to do like in person. Can you tell the people at home how they can find you, like your social media and stuff? I know you can just say it so people will be listening and they can follow you.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So if you want to follow me, all my social media is AmberNova73. And you can find me just like that, AmberNova73, or just Amber Nova on YouTube. And thank you guys all for listening in. I hope you make it to some of my matches. See me give a good tune-up to any girl that steps in the ring with me. And keep on rocking in the free world.
Cool. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye. That was Miss Amber Nova, y'all. This is like a little pre-tape session, man. So we gonna get back to like the regular show, but I had to give y'all something good. But we gonna bring on TK back to the main seat, man. It's hot in this seat, man. I can't. It's hard to do what she do. But I'll see y'all in a second. Boy.
Women's Wrestling Star of the Week.
Our women's wrestling star of the week is Jordynne Grace, who began wrestling in Austin, Texas at 15 years old. By age 17, she had wrestled in Mexico for Lucha Libre Femenal in Monterrey. Grace graduated from high school a year early to relocate and pursue her wrestling fully in St. Louis, Missouri. Grace's major debut on the independent scene was in 2012 for Metroplex Wrestling. Grace wrestled for Bad Boys Wrestling, IWA Mid-South, Lone Star Championship Wrestling, AAW, Vanguard, Resistance Pro Wrestling Magic at PWM, Limitless Combat Zone Wrestling, and Shine. Just recently signed a deal with Impact for 2 years. Please be on the lookout with her. She did a match with her friend of the show, Ruby Reyes, on Impact Wrestling. Fun fact, according to her on Twitter page introduction, Grace is an avid weight trainer and states she can bench press approximately 170 pounds, which is 77 kilos for y'all people overseas, and squat press 225 pounds, which is more than me. I'm just gonna keep it real. Shout out to your girl. She plays no games. My goodness gracious. I appreciate you, Tony. Tone, I'm going to wrap this bad boy up, man. Your boy, Coco Cena, Evan T. Mack, Instagram and Twitter. My girl, TK, she's doing what she do, man. She fighting crime, man. She keeping these streets safe. Black girl superhero problems, man. What you want me to do? Follow her everywhere at TK Trinidad. But we have a poll in a dream match. Who would you think would win in a match between China or Jazz? I don't even know. I gotta go with Jazz because I just think she'd do whatever she can to bring it down, bring China down. But God rest China. So, but anyways, follow us everywhere: Twitter, at WPW Weekly. IG at Women's Wrestling Weekly. Follow us at AfterBuzz. Give us 5 stars on iTunes. Please do not give us anything less than 5 stars. Give us 6 stars if you can. Thank you for everybody that tunes in. You know, Bosa, Pena, the whole Kid and Caboodle. Tony, I appreciate you, man. And yeah, Tony, put yourself over, brother.
Oh, thank you so much, Evan. Great show. You can find me everywhere at Tony B. Tony _ TONY, the letter B, TONY _. And also catch me every Tuesdays on Horror Movie News at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we talk all things horror. We do horror movie reviews and also give you some horror news. Thank you so much. Great show.
I appreciate y'all. #1 wrestling show on the planet for all women. Holla at your boy. TK will be back here next week, I promise.
Maria Menounos, Phil Svitek, producer TK Trinidad, and me, Mark Donica, your voice of AfterBuzz TV Wrestling. We ask you to rate and comment on iTunes, subscribe to AfterBuzz Wrestling on YouTube, and find us on all social media. Thank you for watching Women's Pro Wrestling Weekly. See you next week.